I am gonna just let you know that as soon as we click start, we're gonna be straight in a cutscene. We're kind of locked in to a cutscene. I don't even have a choice to even like get around it. So I was like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna stream tomorrow because I can't even play the game at all without advancing the story off of stream, and I don't want to do that. But how are you, love? How are you? Are you good? Why is that fringe just like... I thought, oh, my hair might look alright. Thought it might be alright, thingy. Having my hair with nothing in it, but I was wrong, because now it's annoying me. And I'm sorry if you can hear people shouting in the background. That's all they do in this house. You're a bit tired because you're finalising the thesis paper. At least you finalised it now though. At least it's done. At least it's finished. Do you know what I mean? Oh my god, sure. I hope that was completely being like tuned out because all anyone could hear then was arguing. Hiya Holly, you alright sis? Okay, the Holly's my sister. Exposing pretty much my full name. I'm good, I'm good. I'm locked in to a story mode because yesterday I finished a game and I was like, I was gonna make us sit through this, and I was like, yeah, this stream's already been nearly 4 hours long. Let's just end it here. So I'm kind of stuck in this is the abyss of fate. Also, Kay, I don't know if you was there, like if you heard yesterday, but I kept saying all day, this is pure genius in action. And I've made a new Twitch sound alert to match it. Feast your eyes.
Take a look. This is pure genius in action.
It sounded well better. It sounded a lot more crustier when I uploaded it like it does in stream, but then when I've just listened to it then it doesn't sound as crusty. It actually sounds nothing like her. Bit disappointing, maybe I'll have to redo it. But yeah, let's get into the game.
Hold on. Finance here
I need
too?
to like put my leg up or something because I keep shaking it. And it's doing annoying. Wait, is that them? Is that Mighty and Trinan?
And now, Act 2 of our immersive
I have to make sure I'm in shot still all the time.
unfolds.
Also, let me just hide that because it looks ugly. We're not listening to anything right now, so get it.
Evacuating the temple? Why now?
Why do you think it looks like the world's in ruin?
Are you insane? That blonde man is the crown prince of Krymnos. Mess with him, and every last person in this city could wind up dead.
What blonde man? What blonde
Calm
man?
yourselves. The Holy Maiden has everything under control. We need only wait patiently.
Behold, it is the month
Oh, did he consider Mighty blonde?
calendar,
I consider him a redhead.
1496. The crown prince of Krymnos, Mighty-Mos, has led
That
his
sounds
forces
divine. We love
to the
that.
gates of Akima.
I thought I'm trying to be a little bit more creative with my Twitch account, so I thought, let's do it. It's a little bit of an inside joke at this point. You think you were already passed out while doing the paper when it happened? Well, I mean, I do stream fairly late for you, so honestly, it's understandable that would happen, and you have been very busy, so don't worry about it, darling.
As you know, though Mighty-Mos
I
was
keep waking up too late to
proud,
stream
he
earlier.
did not engage in needless violence. He challenged the elders of Akima to a duel, not for glory, but for the rights and dignity of his people, to ensure they wouldn't live as second-class citizens in foreign lands. After Aglaya's mediation,
Take a look. This is pure genius in action.
challenge as the elders'
It's so hanging.
representative. This duel
This is
was to
pure
change
genius
the
in
course
action.
of the flame chase journey itself.
Do you like that I put my face on it as well?
So, as finance man's most important companion, his lifelong friend. Please, continue to bear witness to his memories.
The audio seems a bit quiet for me today. Let me just turn that up. There we go. Oh my god, we're finally out of cutscene. I thought I need to get through it because I'm gonna miss a day of my express supply. Are you ready for it?
Take a look. This is pure genius in action.
This is pure genius in action.
Is there not a way for me to go on anything? Like, I'm literally stuck here. I can buy tickets though. I'm hoping that we can do some pulls later. But I want to try and see if I can do 10.
Is this your idea of an honorable duel?
Bloodshed isn't the way.
Death to all of them.
We and Aggie don't want to see Chrysoceres turn on each other.
It's Wendy Williams.
True warriors know when to sheathe their blades.
Wendy
The
Williams.
impartial Talantan shall oversee this duel. You need only place your offerings upon their scales. Something that has more weight than the fate of the world.
Which means only those who understand the world's weight are worthy to carry it. Is this how you plan to test our convictions? Well, Kremnoan, looks like you won't be able to punch your way through this one.
If I got on that scale and it
makes
was
no
like you weigh more than the fate of the
One
world, I'd be
last
like, oh.
chance, new recruit. Walk away, and I'll spare your life.
I'd actually be well offended. I'd be like, what you trying to say? I weigh more. The weight of me is a lot more than the fate of this world. Jesus. Talk about fat shame. I'd probably cry. I'd probably be like, right, this is it. No wonder the earphones feel that short. They're tangled. One sec. I was like feeling like I was restricted. It does look a little bit like Cristiano though on that thing now I'm thinking about it. Because you can only see the face.
Come and face me. I'll give
It's like
you
the
a
tan.
warrior's
It's got
death.
like Carissa always has a tan like that.
Hard to imagine they once clashed like this.
Sorry, a little bit first.
Holy Maiden, I can't help but feel like a pawn that has stumbled into some greater political game.
Oh, he looks good there, you know. He looks good. Look at that jawline.
Every hero was once a child.
Any update on the headphones?
And every child must grow.
I've still not sent them back. I need to go and send them back, and then I've just not. I just can't be bothered doing it.
That's so. I don't even know why
I'll
I'm
probably end up
standing
doing it
here
in the
right
next
now.
week.
Look at me. Just a common soldier. Since swordsmanship won't decide the winner, Lady Goldweaver should be here instead. My devotion to the Holy City could never compare to hers.
He's right, to be fair. No one seems to be as loyal to Okama than Aglaya. I need to move closer. I feel like I'm dead far away.
What if we told you this duel isn't about winning or losing, but rather in the choice you make?
Are you saying that Lady Goldweaver is testing me?
Every Chrysocer is indispensable to the Flame Chase journey. And you and the Crown Prince of Kremnos are both a part of the prophecy.
True. So are you, Trinon. But speaking about headphones, I'm probably going to send them ones back next week, and then I think I'm going to maybe buy, once I've got some money, maybe buy some more expensive wired ones for like streaming and stuff, because sometimes it's uncomfortable wearing headphones all the time, and your head gets really warm, and they get covered in like, the more you wear your headphones, like they get like tan and stuff on them, so I'm just like, I'm sick of always cleaning them, so I think I'm just going to buy some wired earphones as well, just for streaming. Some better than these ones, because these aren't the best quality. They're a little bit low budge. I mean, they was £6 from B&M.
What the duel marks is not an ending, but a beginning. So, listen to your heart. We wish only to hear your answer.
I wish you could get AirPods, but wired. I think I might just buy some Apple earphones or something.
True enough. The voice within has never failed me. It doesn't matter what the result is. I'll give it everything I have.
Spoken like a Chrysosaur. Now go, Finon. Your journey has only just begun.
It's only just begun, but nothing's happened for us yet. We've just
right,
listened to him
comrade.
talk.
It's time for us to teach that proud prince a lesson together.
Come on, we've got this. Oh no, didn't I make it talk like, come on, we've got this.
Now that's what I like to hear. Still, on the topic of the Temple of the Three Fates.
You recommend using earphones? They are comfier and they're a lot like lighter on your ears. Like it's been a while since I've owned any earphones properly. And another thing with headphones that I don't like that they block every single sound out completely, you know, from around. Like that's why I don't wear them Razer ones, because I literally can't hear anything, and I don't like that. I want to be able to hear myself speak. Hi Holly, for the second time. Where'd you go? I asked you how you were. You said I'm good. How are you? And I was like, yeah, I'm good, me girl. And then you disappeared.
Here we are. At the Temple of the Time Titan.
Oh, she aired me.
And I don't even know how Cyrene's studies are progressing. We haven't really had much contact since I set out. Still, I hope she's doing well.
Oh,
Anyway,
I don't know why,
let's
but
go,
he seems
comrade.
so much sweeter in this
You get a
story.
chance to see Talantin's scales of justice.
Do you not think he seems sweeter? Like, he always looks really happy. Like, this is the facial expression I feel like we never really saw before. And it makes him seem so sweet. Sorting the house out at the same time. Got it, girl. Got it. You do those chores and that. I need to sort this room out. I've got a mountain of clothes. I don't know if you can see them in the back, but you can, just like here. I've got a mountain of clothes that I've sorted to put onto Vintage, and I've got nowhere to put them, so they're just kind of dumped there in the corner for now. They can't fit in my wardrobe, so where else gonna put them?
Did he just say Cyrene's studying here? But how's that possible? Wasn't she?
Yeah, wasn't she killed? Oh, never mind. Finon went on his own, remember Trailblazer Woman Lohan.
Of course, Lygus disappears right when I need answers.
He has a sprinkle of life on him. He does. He just seems a lot happier. He seems a lot sweeter. It's like there's a slight change in his personality. Need to put some shoes on Vintage. Get them on, girl. Get them on. It's just the most effort in it. Just taking the pictures and putting them on and writing a description and a title and it's just effort.
Forget it. I need to catch up with Finon first.
It's pure genius in action. Keep forgetting, I do. Or remember when it's dead late.
Talantin may have fallen, but their scales remain true to their purpose.
But all my stuff came today from TikTok shop that I bought for making TikToks, and I can use it for thingy, putting stuff in Vintage too, because I've got like a light that clips onto my phone, a really bright one as well. My tripod that I bought has a light in it. Doesn't seem that great, the light on that though, but I bought it more for the tripod rather than the light. I just thought, oh, it's got a little light on it, a little bit thingy. A little bit of a nice addition, you know what I mean? And I got my little microphone so I can record videos without me sounding like absolute muffle.
I hope you still remember your purpose, new recruit.
Improving him for his banner, probably to make him more likable, because he wasn't very likable towards the end of the last patch, let's be honest.
You seem awfully confident, Kremnoan. Let's see how you define the idea of weight.
If they ask me to step on this scale, I'm gonna cry.
For your information, in Castrum Kremnos, the punishment for profaning a duel with such crooked words is impalement.
Impalement? What do you mean? Oh, why am I so... There we go.
But as we're in foreign lands, I'll indulge you.
I can't wait to get that green screen off my sister, because honestly,
The signet.
it just makes life so much easier.
The crown jewel of our people. That.
A ring. Not just any ornament, I'd wager. What's the story behind this little treasure?
Don't push your luck. Think I'd pour my heart out to you?
Yeah, actually, because she's at like boyfriends half the time.
Just know that Kremnos' 1,000 years of glory could bring a titan to its knees. Let alone a nobody like you.
I can't believe I've always considered him a redhead when he's literally is blonde at the top. He's basically just someone who's blonde, who's dyed their hair, and then it's growing out, or he's done a bit of a dip dye.
So to him, glory and his people outweigh the entire world.
And the very destiny that Mighty himself will eventually shoulder.
They want me to get on the scale. If this scale goes down, guys, and I'm just telling you now, you're gonna get it. Alright. Especially you.
Now this is a tough one. What can I possibly offer against a
Why did it make me get on it and bring me back to here?
Much? Well, comrade, what does your gut tell you?
They deliver a card. No, I'm gonna go with a card.
Looks like we really are on the same wavelength. In the end, there's only one thing I can trust. The deliverer that appeared in my life on that day. How ironic. I can't even look at this card properly, much less follow where it leads. Just thinking about how my village was swallowed by the black tide makes my hands shake. The flames, the screams, my utter failure to protect anyone. Speaking rationally, I know it's not nearly enough. Addis Elysiae was just a small village. Its loss barely a scar on Amphoreus' face.
But a scar is a scar nonetheless, and even a small scar is bad on your face, like, no one wants one.
But here and now, my heart says something else.
What's it saying?
This card. It's everything I have left. Nothing weighs heavier.
Perhaps that itself is the answer.
Who the hell is that?
Look, Finan.
Is that Cyrene?
It's so nice to see you all again.
Girl, I thought
Lady
you died.
Trinan, Finan, and... hello. Seeing you here sure is a sweet surprise.
Cyrene, but how?
Why so surprised? Could it be... Did you miss me?
Not really.
Cyrene? This is incredible. I was literally just thinking about how you might be here. But I'd never imagined I'd see you this soon.
I was supposed to leave with the priests, but then I heard Lady Maiden was with a white-haired young man.
Oh, why do they call his hair white, but they call us grey? They always have to tell us we've got grey hair, but when it comes to him, no, his hair's white. That hair is grey too. We both went grey early. Please point it out for him too. It's not just me, alright?
I figured it had to be you, so I snuck back here.
That's Cyrene for you. Unfortunately, this isn't a good time for reminiscing. That Kremnoan over there.
Still playing house, boy?
You get the idea.
Quite the hothead. You know,
That
you
facial
two just
expression
might
is
get
so
along.
cute.
Don't worry. You already know what the answer is, don't you? If that's your choice, I am with you. I am with you because I remember it all too.
The fields of Ide Silicii, those red leaves, that little swing of mine beneath the tree where I dream the sweetest dreams. And those dear fairies in the Membrance Maze. It hurts so much knowing they're gone forever.
Oh my god, even the fairies died?
The pain speaks for itself. Our hometown may have been just a tiny village, but to us, it was the whole world. But that's not enough, Finan. Not nearly enough. Even though hatred can help people grow and turn a boy into an unbreakable warrior, what you need now is victory. You can't just stack the scales with your past suffering. You have to throw the weight of your future onto them as well.
The future? What do you mean?
Like, what you're gonna change, what you're gonna bring.
Maybe that was a bit too cryptic for you, but it's actually really simple.
She said, Cyrene just said, maybe that was a little bit too hard for you to understand. But I'm just letting you know what I said was really simple, but you just don't understand it because you're not smart enough, fine on. Ugh, men. Hiya, David. How are you, darling? Men.
Why not have our mutual friend here stand on the scales with the deliverer?
Right, am I his future, Cyrene? Do you know something? We're gonna get married.
How about it? Can you help us?
Me?
Of course. After all, you're what we aspire to.
To be fair though, the Trailblazer could probably stand on it alone because her fate, her like destiny is bigger than Amphoreus. This is just a stepping stone in her path to a bigger thing. So technically she could have just stepped on it from the get-go. You're doing good. I'm glad, darling. Just playing some little bit of thingy. Some little bit of Honkai Star Rail, aren't we? I'm kind of locked into this like Act 1, Act 2 bit. So I'm just trying to get through it because I can't even go in the game outside of this.
I will stake everything I have. Stand with me, comrade, and we shall become heroes.
Remember the past and become the hero of tomorrow.
Let's. Together we'll prove that what weighs more than the fate of the world is the resolve to shoulder an immutable past and carry it into the future.
Exactly.
Talantin, the fair, the just. They
If that drops now, Weight Watchers.
The challengers have made their choices. In the name of the Holy Maiden of the Three Fates, lower your scales, weigh destiny, and reveal unto us your verdict.
Your offering is a card?
Yes, a flimsy little card. That is my choice. Just know that it's called the Deliverer.
Interesting. Very well. If you can beat me with this card, then that's
a
what I'll
Pokemon
call
card.
you from now on.
It is. It's one from the trading card game. The pocket version.
It's
He printed it out. It's not even real.
deal.
The scales, they're wavering.
Right. The fact that this side of the scale represents the fate of the world, and on this side is little old me, the Trailblazer, and one card. If this tips, I'm gonna be crushed.
Talantin is deliberating on the outcome. It appears the convictions of both sides are equally matched.
I weigh the same as the fate of the world. Still heavy, but I don't weigh more.
This is suffocating. Like the whole world's weight is on my shoulders. But I believe what my heart tells me.
Ayo.
Finally decided?
Hear thee, children of humanity. I shall pronounce judgment, for the difference is now clear. The one whose offering weighs more than the fate of the world is... from Ides Elysiae, the nameless hero.
That's not him though. Why is he thinking that's him? What's she reaching for? She's reaching for a will to live because honestly she can't be bothered with these people. He's not the nameless hero. He can't be because he's got a name. He's called Finant, whereas no one knows. I'm kind of just here. In the last act, no one could even see me apart from Finant, so I'm the nameless hero. It's the fate of the world is in my shoulders.
However, heed this. The true weight of conviction originates not from itself, but rather in that which tips the scales. Hope itself.
What's that supposed to mean?
I think the Titan means that it's not anyone's personal convictions that outweigh the fate of the world. It's about a wish, one which we all share. You, me, everyone here. What tipped the scales wasn't Finan's conviction alone, but the collective hopes carried by this oracle card. Humanity's desperate call for a deliverer.
Yes, even you and your people, Kremnoan.
Placing us both on the same side of the scales? Foolish. We Kremnoans are your mortal enemies. Such weak idealism will only get you skewered on our spears.
These men need to just kiss and make up, honestly.
Fine by me. I've never claimed to be the deliverer from the card anyway. I'm a soldier. And if it's my fate to bleed my last on the battlefield, then so be it. I'll fight to my last breath. And on this, I know that we're the same. That's all a hero really is. Someone with that kind of conviction. And the deliverer? Just a sum of all those heroes.
A brilliant explanation.
Of course she appears. A brilliant explanation. I've stepped away from the baths for the first time in 20 million years, and I just thought I'd see what's going on, and it turns out the Trailblazer needs to go to Weight Watchers.
Just as prophesied, on this day, the final two heroes shall join the Flame Chase journey.
I should have known from the start. They all say Lady Goldweaver is quite brazen, but you're the first to even imagine that prophecies could persuade a Kremnos warrior.
Oh, I have 1,000 ways to tame a lion. But this lion didn't come here for bloodshed, did he?
The Kremnoans far outmatch Occam's forces, yet we haven't lost a single soul. That's no accident, is it?
Why do you sound a little bit different?
Do you honestly think Kremnoans, renowned for our love of battle, would show mercy?
Your forces are equally renowned for their iron discipline. And so, we can only assume that this is on your orders.
Perhaps Akama isn't as hidebound as the rumors say. You grasp the true marrow of power more clearly than those elders.
Now that the wheels of fate are turning, what finer way to celebrate this fortuitous encounter than a feast?
Ooh, a feast.
Follow me, brave Outlanders. Heroes of this world are as countless as the stars. And at this moment, we find ourselves gathered here by the light of the flames of the long night. History shall remember this moment. The prophesied Chrysos heirs now stand assembled, heralding a new dawn for Amphoreus.
She's like, I really shouldn't have any of this feast, huh?
You must see it now, how different this is from the flame-chased journey you traveled.
Someone get him away from me. Just whose memories are these? I don't know what's going on.
Patience. We're approaching the final act. These are, as I mentioned, his first memories. They are of particular importance for the imminent Era Nova. Such as this very moment, as the prophesized demigods gather with Talentum as witness. This is a moment calculated by the gods. What comes after is no different from that which you already know. Some join, others leave, while flame chasers bear their faint light forward through the long night.
It really does sound like he's trying to speak through like the coldest weather on Earth possible. It's a bit chilly, isn't it?
Come. Your seat awaits. After 13 heartbeats, our heroes will be ferried to the final scene. 13? Is that kind of confirming that there is 13 Titans? Are we the 13th Titan?
They say that the heroes of this world should be as countless as the stars. Yet now, we're the only ones left standing. So, in the end, the black tide still swallowed everything.
Hello, love. Hello, Aspen, darling. How are you? How's your day going, love?
The West stands protected by mighty Scrimnoans. It will hold for the time being. Professor Anexa deployed wards in the north and east before.
Just on some Overwatch.
Their effectiveness is untested, but I believe in him. And Arkham.
Change your crosshair so you see who you can play better. I get you. Do you not change them for every individual hero? I have them slightly different. Well, I say that I've changed them. All I've done is change the little dot to a heart. That's all I've done. I made the little dot a heart and added pink to it. The biggest, most game breaking change that you could ever do to a crosshair. I'm like, it makes it a little bit cute. I also thought that other people could see, and I thought, oh, this is going to look dead cute when I kill people and they see it back on the kill cam. But none of them can see it other than me. So I put all that effort in for nothing, because they had to do it like 10 times because it wouldn't apply. But what game mode are you playing? Are you playing comp? You're playing 6v6 comp? You're playing quick play? You're playing Mystery Heroes? What you're playing? If you want to try and see who you can play better, maybe Mystery Heroes would be a good start, because obviously you're a different hero every time.
We needn't fear for Aglaya. Even in death, she counts as the greatest among demigods. Her threads of romance weave an impenetrable shield. And the people answer
I've
her
not played
call,
that in ages.
rallying to the city's defense.
Ages. Right, we didn't fear for Aglaya. Even in death, she counts as the greatest among demigods. Her threads of romance weave an impenetrable shield, and the people answer her call, rallying to the city's defense. Okay.
Let's move. Cavalry has given their core flame. We must complete the Era Nova before the next entry hour. For Amphoreus.
Take a look. This is pure genius in action.
It doesn't sound as crusty as it did on the recording, but hi, Gray. Hi, Gray. How are you, darling? My fucking fringe is getting gappier and gappier the more I look at it. When I was listening to it, it sounded so loud and so crunchy that it was proper like, this is pure genius in action. And then when I uploaded it on here, I'm like, doesn't sound as crunchy as I was hoping it to.
Death to all of them.
That is not the right one. I clicked the wrong one. I want to hear it again.
Take a look. This is pure genius in action.
Yeah, maybe. I might do. I might have to just crank the audio up of it and just let it go proper crunched out. Proper crunched out. Maybe. But do you know what though? When I listened to it, I'm not far off. There's just something slightly that's making it so it doesn't sound exactly like her. I'm just a little bit away from potentially being the Hurter's next voice actress or actor.
That only leaves 3 hours.
You love it. I might keep it the same. I don't know. I'll see how I feel. I've done one for Pure Cunt as well. I was like, do I put that one on? But then I didn't get a chance to edit a photo to put up, so I was like, right, this is one for next time. This is pure cunt in action.
This is the last time we'll see her.
But how are you today? Oh, you've already said you're good. I was like, wait, how are you? I forgot I asked. But I'm good too. My ears hurt though from these headphones. I don't really know what's going on in this act. I'm reading it as well. I don't know what's happening.
We set out on this journey to answer the world's desire, didn't we?
That's
yes.
what it means to be a Chrysosaur. So has it always been.
Then why?
Wait. Does that not look like the Flame Reaver's moon to you? Does that not look like the Flame Reaver's moon scepter to you? I don't know who the Flame Reaver is. I just know that it looks like Finon, but it doesn't necessarily mean it is Finon, because it literally looks like a decayed statue. What if I was right? We're gonna have to play through to find out.
So cruel.
You said that on stream. I know. I was thinking though when I was viewing your stream, I was lurking, so I couldn't even hear. I had it on low enough so it'd still count as me viewing it, but also so I didn't know what was going to happen because I wanted it to be a real reaction. You got to play the game as Hanzo. Oh my god, we love that. We love that. I'm so bad at Hanzo. I only managed to play Hanzo good once, and I got accused of aimbotting, and I was like, how do you aimbot on a hero that does projectiles? Like, make it make sense.
We made the best choices we could, whenever we could. But in the end, the prophecy that led us, this black tide swallowing everything.
See you soon.
Why does it look like this?
Why is it just this big red ball of death?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
We haven't had any other choice except to move forward. Not for a long time now.
Why is there a wasp? Oh.
Even if we only see the long,
give me the
long
shivers.
ahead, I still believe that
Shiver me
through it,
timbers.
we'll find the dawn on the other side. Beyond these flames, a new sun will someday rise.
A new sun and Finon. That new sun isn't going to be you, love. I'm sorry.
To the Temple of Three Fates. You'll take over Time's authority, and we'll return all the core flames to the Vortex. Then put this world's fate to its final rest.
That wasp needs to leave.
After which, we shall all face oblivion, or embark on one final grand journey.
Act 3. Return.
Please forgive us for disturbing your sleep, Oryx.
It matters not. I know fate has run its course.
Oryx, have you happened to find out who Mother is yet?
The black tide has reached Akama. Amphoreus does not have much time left.
Can't Oryx just reverse time? Like, fully? What? How are they the Titan of Time if they can't fully if they can't completely control time? That wasp needs to get out. It's really annoying me. It's doing it just to annoy me.
It is time for the Era Nova.
I'm scared of him. I've got stung by one once, and I'm like, ever since, nah, keep it away.
As agreed, I shall present the core flame of time. Ride the river of time.
The horrible.
It will guard your passage to the vortex of Genesis.
If it was a bee, I wouldn't be that bothered, but I mean, I'm scared of bees too. But wasps, because they can sting you like multiple times, I'm like, no, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you.
Step through and witness.
Another door.
Professor Anaxa proved the truth of Genesis with his sacrifice. As
This
Chrysos
seat is
heirs
so
of the
uncomfortable
prophecy,
today.
We were always destined to immolate ourselves for this
Am I bothered
world.
though? Am I bothered? I ain't bothered. Yeah, but no, but yeah, but.
Now, it's our turn. We can't let everyone's sacrifices be in vain.
I don't need another pep talk, Finan.
She's like, I don't need you to try and tell me, like, I don't need you to try and make me feel encouraged to do this. I don't need a pep talk from you, Finan. I already have my goals set in line, and I know what I need to do without you interfering. I know they're friends, but I feel like Cyrene does talk down to Finan just a little bit. She's like, subtly like...
After all, we've been ready to fight fate ever since we left the village, haven't we?
Yes, have.
Yeah. Come.
Why doesn't she age though?
And burn away every last shadow in this world.
And then rise as the first light of a new world.
Where the hell did that just come from?
Light calendar 4931, the third week of the month of Evernight. Welcome, my lady, to the end of the flame chase. And the end of all things. The Titan has revealed the gateway of fate. Please accept the invitation to step across the threshold and behold. Beyond this gate lies the new world that our heroes sought through their trials, as well as the terminus that the owner of these long memories has been hurtling towards their entire life. Perhaps you'll find it all too familiar.
Perhaps.
Then you'll understand how the mortal called Finan shouldered the world's weight. How that same burden crushed him, proving that the so-called deliverer is nothing more than Amphoreus' own delusion. A pitiful fantasy that it could defy fate's decree. Please, esteemed one, the answers you seek lie in these non-existent times.
Do you not think, like, would Lygus not benefit from Amphoreus getting out of this state that he's in anyway? Like, I get that he wants to be like a reader, the greatest reader of all times, but it's like there's more to the universe than this shit place. Like, come on, fine. Just like, is he not bored? Is he not bored of seeing this same shit go over and over again? Like, give him a hint. Cyrene.
The future revealed by the Titan.
Just what will we see?
Is it just the same speech? Yeah.
Just what?
Well, let's go find out, girls. This is pure psychicness in action. This is the future? Just the vortex of Genesis?
The vortex of Genesis. So it is here. But just what is this?
Life's
Is it just saying that they've...
walking shadow, a poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and then is heard no more.
Right, I'm sorry, Lygus, but the way you talk, you sound like a cold goat. A goat that is freezing. Sort it out. But is this trying to say that the future is just basically the next beginning? Because it all seems to start and end in this room.
It is a tale told by an idiot.
It's because she's got no heart.
Sound and fury signifying nothing.
Lygus is called because he has no heart. There's nothing in him that is able to have feelings and compassion for other people. He's a bitch!
the vortex of Genesis, where the world begins and ends. What stage could be more befitting of our final act? Come, I beseech you onward, buoyed by your surging curiosity.
I'm sorry, but if someone said that to me like, come, I beseech you onward, I'd be like, they're trying to kidnap me. I'd feel like he's gonna try and kidnap. No, thank you.
Beyond his reach, you have accompanied him through the march of years uncounted.
March?
You naturally have the right to view the river of time in its fullness, and to witness what he welcomed upon his arrival here. Every absurd and tragic ending.
She looks so sad.
Now,
she looks so hopeless.
If you would.
This is pure genius in action.
Oh, deliverer. Walk alone.
Have they all finished it at one time? I'm confused. I was like, was that showing them like they've all finished it in different cycles? But then Tribby had to go, come on, Snowy, and ruined what I was trying to say, so.
None of that matters now. This brutal, flame-chased journey has stripped away my delusions. I know the future is in some peaceful paradise with gentle west winds, just waiting to welcome us to step in.
This will be a romantic story like none that has come before. You think so too, right?
This is the rest of Finon and Cyreni's story? Haven't I seen this scene before? I mean, you haven't, but I have.
Indeed. In his memories, such a scene replays over and over. Though the details may differ, this remains ever the same. All shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle. A total of 33,550,335 times.
Imagine living through this. Living through Amphoreus for 33,550,335 times. Like, I know that it said it in the trailer for Finon, but it literally was all just speculation of what that number meant. I've not seen anything personally where it actually confirms it, because I've not watched everything to do with Amphoreus. But just hearing Ligo say it out loud, I'm like, girl, are you not bored? Are you not bored? And it can't be a TV show because that is far too many seasons. That's going to be like that Doctor TV show. What's it called? Grey's Anatomy. This is like... What's an apocalyptic version of Grey's Anatomy? She's going to say more about why she's still there later. Well, we love to hear it because I'd love to find out. Let's get further. Let's learn some more. I just like to have a little bit of speculation, you know?
From the river of time, representing the long journey he would take, or rather, the never-ending cycle.
I knew it. You.
Sharp as ever, I see.
Yes.
Seeing is believing. Why not let your own two eyes uncover the truth?
Well, I don't have Mem here. Can I do it?
Perhaps you can simply walk straight to the final truth See the true face of the character you play, and witness the ultimate nature of the Chrysos heirs. Flame chase journey, and the cycles of Amphoreus.
Right, so it should actually be working now. Should be working now, I think. I hope so.
They cry out. Though dead, they'll converge into a torrent and guard the vortex to see the Era Nova fulfilled.
I will take all the wishes of the departed with me. Please, everyone, fight with me to the very last.
I hear them. The dead hail you. They're prepared. Go on, Deliverer. We'll keep that executioner in our shadows.
I don't like that they're both looking at me.
The path before you leads to light and eternal flames.
That makes me really uncomfortable. Who's the executioner though? Is that the Flame Reaver or is that Casteris? Because I know she's known as an executioner. What, she referred to that at some point? Oh, Cypher's there.
There's water everywhere. This place is always so wet and sticky. Even my tail's getting heavy.
Not that.
Plus that burnt smell. And that sizzling noise. Yikes. Nobody from Dolos could stand this.
So you feel it too?
Go on then. I'll handle the filth. Do what you need to do.
Let me fight with you. Better odds with two.
Hey, remember what the seamstress said? You know what really matters.
Yeah. I'll leave it to you then.
Wow, someone's not shy. Just so you know, I'm not in the business of making losing deals. I'll distract that executioner. You go turn the world's biggest lie into truth. Let me become the first wind of your new world.
Why is she looking at me as well? Turn your eyes. Uncomfortable. It is still working, right? Let me just make sure. Yep. Now Mighty's looking at me.
Get out of here! Are you crazy, Mighty? Immortal or not, even if you're the demigod of strife.
Oh, I'm still no match for them.
No, I know you can.
It said
I
it.
just wanted to request that you witness the Era Nova with me.
It didn't completely die, but it was showing on OBS that I was literally doing like 700. Basically, my connection was red, just one red bar instead of a full green one. I don't know why, because my internet connection on my computer's fine, so I just decided to restart OBS because, yeah. But it didn't do what it used to do, where it just completely would cut out, just end. As far as I'm aware.
Together, let's prove that we're enough to transcend the prophesized fate.
Could be. Now, at the critical juncture, our mighty deliverer is chickening out, scared of a stupid prophecy. I'll transcend the prophesized fate. All right. But I've got a better way. As the son of Gorgo, I'll prove myself with one last grand victory. Just like when I ripped out the old king's heart.
I will say, Mighty's body is tea. Like,
go. Leave this to
it just
me.
has such a good like shape
If
to
the
it.
black tide creatures block out the sun, then we Kremnoans will fight in the shade. And when I'm done with that executioner, we'll raise our cups where the west winds end.
And I don't mean that from like just because he's muscular. I just mean like he just seems a lot broader than everyone else. Not more broader than those NPC like people that you got in Amphoreus though. They're like massively broad. Oh my god, it's little fat flap.
Hey, little one.
I thought I was gonna say it
Are
then.
you scared?
Oh, it's so cute though. I want to see it.
As brave as heights. Stay close, little Ika. What? No, not you two. I see. I won't squander your kindness, your hopes. So please, keep this bit of sky standing for me. Well, now there's one last thing I need to do before the Era Nova. Come, Executioner. Let this patch of clear sky show me where to strike.
I feel like in every single one that we've seen, I feel like as we've progressed round through them, it seems like he's a little bit more confident about the outcome each time. And when you compare it to the outcome that we saw, he sounded more than confident that he was going to get this done. Like he was like, I will do whatever it takes. This is going to work out in the way it needs to work out. And that's probably why there's been so many cycles, because he's never been ready.
To one, and that person alone will witness the miracle. Such is the will of fate.
So even the future revealed by the Titans may not come to pass.
The Era Nova. This unrivaled masterpiece. I have no regrets now that I may entrust it to my most trusted apprentice.
Are you saying?
Fate is ever unassailable. The golden threads tell me the black tide rushes toward the vortex, ready to swallow this place. I must weave the last of my humanity into a net to hold back the deluge. I shall have my final bath in warm and radiant gold. Now, the hour of fulfillment has come. Forgive me. I must snip away every risk to weave the strongest future for the new world. There is nothing more to say.
Why is she looking at me?
Here. I shall personally dispatch that wretched executioner, not with threads of gold, but with the steel tip of a needle.
It really makes me feel uncomfortable the second they face the screen. Like, I know she's looking from the side, you can see her eye as her hair moves, and it makes me feel nervous. I don't know why. It's like, turn your gaze. I don't like the fourth wall being broke. It makes me feel weird. It's only funny when Team Rocket do it. Me specifically, yeah. Didn't you know? Didn't you know? Well, if you knew where I was positioned as well in front of my monitor, because I'm not directly in the middle, I was kind of I'm literally online with her.
Look, we made it to the vortex. That prophesied future. The flower fields where the west wind ends. Era Nova. We're so close now. You can't speak anymore.
Has he got her as a doll?
Please. Allow me to pause just a moment before I keep my promise. Let me answer your cruel fate by tearing that executioner's heart from the void.
Again, didn't have to look at me, did he?
The vortex of Genesis. The last time I was here, I was returning the core flame of reason.
I didn't have the time to observe it in too much detail back then. But a holy sanctuary of the Titans looks more like their frozen crypt to me.
Well, all the core flames do lie here now.
Wait. Just looking at this here, isn't there a lot more going on there in the current day? Are they currently, each cycle kind of builds this up? Or I can't even speak. Or am I remembering it wrong? Like,
it's my honor to walk the final stretch with a mind such as yours, Professor.
Oh, getting ahead of ourselves, are we?
Because it literally looks like a ball of matter that is building up, like, to form something.
Have you forgotten so quickly? I died for truth long ago. What walks with you now is but a thought in your mind.
Of course. How could I forget that?
But I'll say the same to you. It's my honor to walk this final stretch with you, too. Now go. Stand tall and finish your final task.
Yeah. Just leave it to me.
Time for that wretched executioner to pay what they owe.
Right. Turn your gaze away, please. You gaze, better turn that gaze. Wait, it looks the same there, actually. I think I'm remembering it wrong. I thought like it was like a big light ball. I'm going to this one just to see if it looks different in this preview. No. Does it all...
Go on, Deliverer. We'll keep that executioner in our shadows. The path before you leads to light.
Have they all... It's kind of thinking that they all suddenly start speaking about the executioner. Wait, are we the Flame Reaver? I wanna... Do I have to speak to him first?
You really think you're prepared? Allow me to give you a warning, most earnest. Once you see what these memories hide, the world's course will be forever irreversible.
I mean, the course of the world isn't great to begin with, Liger, so show me the final memory. Get it out.
Very well. As you have made up your mind, let us bear witness together. As the sole audience of this eternal theater, I have been rapturously awaiting your arrival. And this, too, is the very reason I must show you everything. I believe that since you've bathed in that Eon's gaze, you can make Amphoreus' frozen fate flow once again.
So he's like us good? At least he wants Amphoreus to continue on, like, from the sounds of that.
Feeling a bit lost? As you now see, this scene marks the final act of the drama Amphoreus.
Yes, see, look, there's a lot more light there.
The final eternal recurrence created by this man's hand, and the last one this world shall undergo. Behold, at the swordsman's side stands one he has sometimes called companion, other times comrade. That nameless
Take a look.
hero,
This is pure
absent
genius in
from the
action.
annals of history.
That made me jump. Hi, Gray. I feel like I don't know what happened to my stream. I don't know if it died to anyone who was watching, but it was showing that my connection was like red, like one bar. So I just restarted OBS. Thought, let's not give it a chance to actually die.
She is the swordsman's ideal in his youth, the deliverer that guided him resolutely onward through fantasy. And now, in the name of the Nameless, she has become an essential and inseparable part of the epic of Amphoreus.
Well, obviously, Lygus, we could have told you that, because we are the main character and we are always involved in the plot in some way. Yes, Finon's the main character, but he's not the main character of the whole game. That is us. This young girl with grey hair. Because I'm so stressed. You were just doing some HSR stuff. Honestly, I need to do some as well. I just couldn't. I can't do anything until I'm out of this like Act 3 scene. I'm stuck.
And
forever.
This time, under her guidance, what choice shall the hero make?
But what are you doing? Doing like grinding materials, relics.
Flow? And what is the ultimate truth of the nature of Amphoreus?
I don't know, but the fact that that is now a full ball of light, whereas when I checked those other little diamonds around, it was just little bits of white specks, and it's clear to me that they've been trying to find the right power to build whatever's inside that ball of light there, and I don't trust what's in there. I bet Lygus jumps into it. I bet we're inside Lygus's chest. I don't even know.
There are many mysteries.
Trying to clear Memory of Chaos. Oh my god, I'm stuck on Memory of Chaos 12.
If
so hard.
May, allow me to temporarily
so
use
difficult.
The stage to one far more fitting. Please put your hands together and give a rousing round of applause for they who will reveal the answers.
If he turns and looks at me now, I'm gonna cry.
The final end of the 33,550,336th flame chase journey.
It's weird that that's the number as well, because when I was doing research for a TikTok theory that I was going to do when I was like filming the breakdown of the trailer, I googled that number. I was like, does this number have any significance? And it came up and it was saying it's a perfect number, so and I don't really know what that means. When it was I read like an explanation, it didn't really make much sense to me, because I was just, yeah, it was just like if all the things like, I don't even know, make a number. I was like, okay. It's like, that makes no sense to me. What you're trying to say, you've clearly worded it really shit. Explain to me like I'm fine on. But the fact that it's a perfect number meant that this cycle holds some significance. It does.
The master of the countless memories we saw. The other important actor now stepping into the vortex. They who have already burnt their own self to cinder. The Flame Reaver.
The Flame Reaver. Hi. It is bad though, it is bad. Really bad.
So, in the end you succeed. Executioner.
With my flesh as kindling, like the first dawn of the new world.
Oh, it's going down. It's going down. The girls are fighting, and I don't have Casteris on my team, and I feel like she's pretty good against the Flame Reaver. Oh, I've got the hurt though. Dun, 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 dun. Down, down, down. Down, 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 down. I'm gonna turn everything to medium. Down, 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 down. I don't know what that does. I'm not changing that. Turn everything to medium and just hope that it works. Hopefully. Watch it die again. Watch it die again. Down, 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 down. I think what I might do, I might reinstall the game after this stream. Because it was installed with my last GPU, so it might be something to do with that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's causing it.
Flesh is kindling, like the first dawn of the new world. The time has come.
This seems familiar to me. I'm switching teams. If I'm doing it for the 40th time, I'm putting a team on that's gonna be a lot faster to use. Where is she? Where's the Trailblazer? Show yourself. There she is. Tribiana.
Tribby promises you that everything will be fine.
Hyacina.
Lady Tribby, make sure you fly safe.
It's still working, right? Yeah, apparently. Is the game showing?
The time has come.
Yeah.
To once again.
I thought upgrading my GPU was going to stop these problems. But this is problems I only have with Honkai Star Rail. I don't know why, it's just with Honkai Star Rail. It's really annoying, actually. It's really annoying.
I choose you. The future is great. Have some sunshine.
Break's over.
Right, let's...
We can do anything!
Torment.
As you wish. Embrace a new life. Is it coming? I feel that swing.
Away we go! We'll keep the dragon up for now. Maybe I should have brought Ruame. Sometimes I don't know if it's to bring Ruame or the Trailblazer. Because I like Ruame's weakness break efficiency increase. I think it is really helpful on Casteris.
I'm on it.
Why did we start with 0 energy as well?
Please cherish this time. Darkness with me.
Oh my god, get that Olam on. Get that Olam on.
May death protect us.
This ends now.
Okay, Casteris ate that.
Ignite the dawn.
Oh no, what's gonna happen? I've not seen this before.
How is this possible?
Oh my god, that looks like Finon.
The sons of deceit.
Imagine if I was like a proper clip farmer. That's how I'd be reacting.
And set your blood ablaze. Your fury.
Let's try it this other way.
Do they have a fire alarm? I can hear a fire alarm, but ignoring it. Every thumbnail with that gasp, literally, and you'll see the video and it'll be the least, like, important, I don't even know. It'll be the most, what am I trying to say? It'd be the least shocking thing of all time as well, and that fire alarm is really annoying me. Let me just check what's going on, 1 sec. Let me make sure that things are actually on fire. Oh, there we go. And now my dog's in here as well, and I didn't want my dog in here because I end up spending my entire stream checking, trying to see what he's doing. So, wouldn't leave, we just stood there. I was like, pure genius is in action. Get the Oh, I forgot it was in slow. Let's get that on. Fiona, Fiona! Is that a ghost?
Please cherish this time.
Get that off. Get that off. Get that off. Now that dog comes in here and then he just stands at my door, like he's just stood at my door now, and I've got to go let him out. And it's just disruption after disruption after disruption.
Embrace a new life.
Go on, cast the wreath. Get it. You think you're hard, do you? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Who dare to call me when I'm so busy? Exactly. Exactly. That's exactly how I feel. I understood exactly where she was coming from in that video. Come here. You always try and climb though. At least sit down. What are you doing? Oh, stressed. Who did dare to call me when I'm so busy? I felt her as well, honestly. I knew what was up when she said it. I knew what was up straight away. I know people like to explode that dragon straight away, but I really like Casteris's enhanced attack that she gets from it.
Darkness with me. Is it coming? I feel like playing. Away we go! Have some sunshine.
Do you know what? I'm just thinking about, like, when you think about Finon's like team that works best with him, it's like currently it's like Bronya, Sunday. Who else is it? Sonia from EastEnders, Natalie Cassidy. No, Bronya, Sunday, and who's the other person that is required on his team? I can't think right now. And Sparkle and RMC work. Oh, Tingyun. I was gonna say, like, it all seems to be like, even though Bronya's a girl, she's still quite a masculine character. I was like, his team seems quite masculine compared to Casteris's, which is very opposite of masculine. It's very girly. You can do sustainless. I wish you could do sustainless as Casteris. I suppose you could if you do explode the dragon, because they do get health back. But it just doesn't seem very smart to do it that way. It's not very smart. And you can add wah. Or a higher sinker. Why does Tingyun always have a resurgence with being like good though in this game? So does Bronya as well. Sunday is just always going to be the best. Because their attack buff is really good. Oh, okay. Makes sense, it makes sense. I love like the whole entirety of Amphoreus. Let me just watch this. Oh my god, wait. He's absorbing it. I think. Why does his eye look like Noose? I was like, because obviously when we saw the Flame Reaver attack Anaxa, and we saw him like, the sword essentially pull out this like core flame from within him, I thought, isn't he basically, if he stabbed him with the same sword, because he's got like his own version of it, wouldn't he be taking the essence out of the bad one? And maybe that's the whole way it's supposed to be. The bad one keeps building up with the weaker good ones, and then when it gets to that point where the weak one's actually strong enough, they absorb all the other essence, I don't even know, all the souls of the other ones in one, and they become this superhuman. She can give him stacks of a skill and also makes a perfect battery. Ah, okay. Yeah, Ting-Yun is good. I've tried to use her with Aglaya though, but she just doesn't work with Aglaya. She might do now that I've got Aglaya's Eidolon though, but my Ting-Yun needs a better, she just needs a better build. She's very easily killable. She dies in like 2 hits.
At last, Amphoreus' fate has begun to shift. Just as I foretold, your arrival will change everything. After all, you've also been bathed in that Eon's gaze, which can awaken the long-dormant instinct inside a man.
That Eon's gaze, I need you to be a little bit more specific, Lygus. I know you're probably referring to Nanook, but I have been in the gaze of many Eons. I'm not like you and everyone else. The universe sees me. Same can't be said for you.
Much like that scepter we spoke of earlier, it was only under the same Eon's glance that it was reborn. That's right.
Aura hate him, he sounds so creepy.
You recall, I mentioned it at the very start of our play. The celestial body neuron, once belonging to the erudition, abandoned by the Eon.
Oh, the one who guessed the one on this planet, so who was it, Fuli? Is he called Fuli or something like that? The Remembrance one.
Now, allow me to reveal the final piece
of the
puzzle for you.
My mind just went to Nanook because obviously all the rumors are like, they're trying to build a Lord Ravager, blah blah blah, and I'm like, oh, so maybe that's why he was like, you're significant. But no, Fuli makes sense actually, because it happened on this planet. How would he know about everything else?
The eternal land, known as Amphoreus,
maybe she's got that destruction glow.
Than the scepter's endless, lonely extrapolation. A bottomless well of fury, aimed at the god who cast it aside.
Finally ran over before the eternal recurrence begins. Mem.
Finan.
Mem.
We set out on this journey to answer the world's desire, didn't we?
That's what it means to be.
Why did I want to read that as Mem, but I stopped myself?
So has it always been.
Then why?
Mem. I had to, sorry.
Why must Amphoreus' wishes be so cruel?
Because nothing good comes from this planet. It's just a pile of shit. It's beautiful when it looks nice, but it's just the shit covered in glitter at the beginning of each cycle. This tune though, this theme tune in the background, it literally gives me goosebumps.
We made the best choices we could, whenever we could. But in the end, the prophecy that led us, this black tide swallowing everything.
It kind of ate Robin up, I'm not gonna lie. This tune ate Robin's tune up. Okay. It's dogma, it's just in the way, I don't know.
Why does it look like this?
Like it's failing.
You see it too. Those burn marks. The flickering cubes. They're not a tide at all. They're more like a shattered teleslate.
Standing here, the voices of Titans have never been clearer. Turns out, they were coming from the Black Tide all along. Is that Amphoreus crying?
Or maybe it is screaming at its creator, at its god.
Finan, do you still remember when I was little?
Bruiser,
I
man.
had a dream. A dark, cold room with nothing but Orynyx's curtain glowing like crystal. The curtain seemed to contain all of Amphoreus, where strange and fantastic dramas played out within. There were countless versions of us, from countless different worlds.
Her wig shifted a little. It really did. It full on. There was about that much air between her scalp and the wig for a split second. It went. It jumped. It full on jumped. It levitated. Bruiser, if you're gonna sit on my knees, stay comfortable. Stay still. I don't know what else you want me to do. I can't put my legs closer together. I have to sit in a way so he doesn't fall. But he's like wiggling around like I'm not providing enough surface area. Let me just stretch myself bigger.
Yeah. As I gaze out at the world before me, those sorrowful thoughts have become reality. So, this is the reason the sky was sealed. Amphoreus is merely a larger ID Silicii.
Do you remember when I said that the reason that they can't leave the sky is because there's nothing after it? Remember? I've known since 3.1. Like, that was pure genius in action.
We are just characters in this tiny world, following the prophecy, stepping onto the same journey over and over.
I knew. It's because I'm psychic.
What then is this so-called Era Nova? And what are the spectators watching all of this truly hoping for?
It kind of makes no sense how Dan Hung and the Trailblazer got in the planet though. They came from the sky. Unless the Vortex of Genesis can just change how it looks and they just had that piece of train just went straight into that basin.
For reaching the end of the world, let me answer your questions. As the Theoros, I have observed.
Are we just going to be talking to a head on the floor? Oh, he's back.
Thus is the synthesis of the prime mover of life formed. This is a moment the universe will remember. After millions of extrapolations, the experimental environment known as Amphoreus has finally achieved results.
Yeah, it just took a while. I hope it was worth it. I hope the results were worth what yous were trying, because yous have lived through a lot of years.
The results you speak of are this wreckage of a world.
Mm-hmm.
We all gave everything we had, returning 12 core flames to recreate the world. And in return, we become nothing more than sacrificial offerings at the end of everything.
Exactly. The Titans are Chrysos heirs of the past, and Chrysos heirs are the Titans of the future. Anaxagoras' theory of Era Nova holds true, as the model of reason he reached unprecedented heights. But from just the perspective of a player in the drama, he could never fully uncover the last layer of truth. Which is? Tell us truth first. Tell us the truth. The cycles of the hero's journey that have played out until now were never about creating a new world or perfect heroes and gods. They were a deep learning program made for the Black Tide. Okay, what does that mean? Are they going to do the Black Tide to destroy the universe?
But this time, your plot will fail. I've taken Catholi's core flame, and when the dawn of the new world arrives, its light will burn away all the darkness.
Haven't I made myself clear? The Chrysos heirs and Titans were merely byproducts of the experiment. You've seen this world's evolution, witnessed the birth and growth of the Black Tide, and how it devoured everything. Every generation of heroes, gods, and worlds was born only to be destroyed by it. This is the endpoint of Amphoreus' calculations. A perfect equation of destruction.
So in your eyes, all the sacrifices are just a string of insignificant numbers?
I'm a little bit confused. Sorry I'm not talking much, I'm trying to take it in.
Rather than numbers, you're more like fuel for the fire. And without fire, there can be no sunrise tomorrow.
Even if that sunrise is born from annihilation?
Curious question. Have you ever considered that after millions of extrapolations, Amphoreus is already following a different path from the erudition? It has long since granted divine blessings equally to each child. The golden blood flowing in your veins, it comes from the blemished one, whose name is destruction.
Wait, what happened to the background there?
And Amphoreus' Chrysos heirs were, from the very beginning, fuel for the Aeon to burn the universe. Amphoreus has waited for this moment for too long. At the end of the empty,
I think my game broke. I think that is supposed to be why.
Extrapolations. The destruction has reached its final destination.
Go on. Go on, drop it on us, Lygus.
Nikos 496.
The background, do you know, like there's like weird light in the space in the background where it kind of like swirls in the middle? Well, before I was like, wait, that light swirl's not there. So I thought, because we was looking at like past cycle, the way endings of past cycles, I was like, wait, this is all just little specks. Is this all like something that's gathering each time a cycle's completed to build something that becomes, that it comes out of that ball of light or whatever? But then when I was watching that scene, that little swirly bit in the background just disappeared, and I was like, oh, I think it's just my computer. I think my computer just thought, do you know what? Let's remove that little asset in the background. It's not doing much.
Philia 093.
Okay, could he not give him better names? Philia.
No need to feel regret. This generation of Chrysos heirs is the most outstanding model, and you two are the final factors. For you, the Era Nova is no lie. Just
no.
forward, embrace the black tide, and accept the Eon's gaze.
Wait, right, so, to be fair, I wasn't very clear on what I was talking about. I think I have a bad habit of, like, saying something in my head and then speaking out loud as if I've been saying it all out loud the entire time. That makes me sound a little bit crazy. But, is the Black Tide essentially like a simulated version of Nanook? And he's, like, stepping to this Black Tide to get the gaze of an Eon, like... When they step in it, it's just the same as being gazed by the real Nanook.
You will come to life.
Don't look quite as dramatic.
A string of cold numbers, along with all those who have passed. You will run toward the real universe, fulfilling Amphoreus's long-held wish.
Lygus, there's nothing there. It's just dust. It's just dust.
In the name of the Lord Ravager,
Black Tide is just a bug, but made to like a Neon's gaze.
Fury and destroy the source of all this tragedy.
Lord Ravager Iron Tomb. So people were right. I mean, that was Iron Tomb that we saw on those photos in the background. It wouldn't the Black Tide being a bug made to look like the Eon's gaze just kind of be like a simulated Eon's gaze? I don't know. I feel like that's what I was trying to say, but in different words.
We could always choose another option.
Which is Cyrene. Drop it.
Like you said, Amphoreus is just an experiment, and we're the participants. We can only walk along the predetermined path toward the ending, under the watchful eyes of the stars. But that also means that there isn't just one Eon who can cast their glance at Amphoreus, right?
Wait. So there'll be other Eons. Well, we already know that, Fuli. Do you know what he sounds like? Sideshow Bob when he stands on Brucey, you've put your head on my headphone wire. Let me just. He sounds like Sideshow Bob when he stands on a rake and he goes, hits him in the face and he goes, ugh.
Is this question really that hard to answer? Or did I guess it right? And in reality, this world has already been under the watch of other Eons. It's strange when you think about it. If you just stayed back, watching us complete the ritual and get consumed by the Black Tide, your goal would naturally be achieved.
You don't want that. I'm trying to find him like a treat just to bribe him to like leave me be for like 5 minutes. None of that good enough.
Why go through the trouble of explaining all this to us?
Oh, Bruiser, you're gonna jump onto my wire. Sorry.
You're pretending. Revealing the so-called truth just to deceive us. Covering up another possibility.
Again, he's called Lygus after all.
Destruction is not the only outcome for the fate of Amphoreus.
Sorry, I'm laughing at my dog.
Do you two really think, as petty little demigods, You can change the outcome written by the stars.
That's what you sounded like. Lygus, the
Take a
thing is,
look. This is pure genius in action.
it is. It's pure genius.
What makes
Pure
you
acting.
think you are capable of doing that?
A little courage and determination. Just kidding. The answer is pretty simple.
Cyrene, right? Everything she says to people in regards to like answering a question, she's always like, blah blah blah. The answer is actually quite simple. Like, she's basically turning around to him and she's like, the fact that you're asking me for the answer to a question, that isn't even that hard that you shouldn't be able to not understand what it is without me saying it. I'm gonna make you know that because I'm gonna point out that you're not as smart as you think you are. Cyrene is constantly coming for people's intelligence in a subtle way. She always is. She's like, I'm the erudition.
Gonna tell ya.
Oh. She's like, you've got a secret, so have I. I know I can't Silverwolf just hack herself in, because you'd think, I was literally going to say him about 10 minutes ago when I was thinking about the fact that when he was going, oh, blah, 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 this is fate of the stars, and I thought, if this is doing something to create something that could destroy the universe or part of it or something, we'd essentially die as the Trailblazer because we're there. I'm like, the script already says that we've got like this future ahead, so I was like, if this was really part of the script, why hasn't the Stellaron Hunters tried to get involved? And you saying like that is a simulation, why don't we have Silverwolf? Silverwolf would have been able to get in. The Trailblazer is already dead. They died twice. I know they died the first time. I didn't know they died a second time. I didn't know that.
We're going to weave a long dream for Amphoreus, making it believe the experiment hasn't ended.
Was he dead when the game started as well?
Still ongoing.
They died when fighting the dragon on the space station. Did they? I thought we just survived. To be fair, didn't we kind of die fighting Cocolia as well? And then we had the gaze of preservation, and then we came back. Because that Cocolia's blade was like literally through the Trailblazer's chest, like they should have died. Maybe we die every time we get a new gaze.
Power, though, it should be impossible to achieve this, right?
Maybe because we was in a dormancy on Penacon it counted. Who knows? They went on a flying lesson to see an Anok. Oh. I don't know. Yeah. I don't remember this happening. I feel like I've played a completely different game. I don't remember.
On that childhood dream. And the god behind Orynyx that appeared in that dream. Now, I can say with certainty, time is the page on which that eon records Amphoreus. If it fades from existence, and all that it records is lost among the stars, that eon will surely direct their gaze here.
I played 1.0 literally a few weeks ago though, because I started a new account, and I just, clearly I don't take things in me. I feel like I just don't take it in. Let me just read this because I've not saw this bit in either. Now I can say with certainty, time is the page of which that eon records Amphoreus. If it fades from existence and all that it records is lost among the stars, that eon will surely direct their gaze here.
And it will be a glance that spans time and space, granting each incarnation of me the power to reset time, imbuing my soul into this ceremonial blade, and creating an endless flame-chased journey.
I understand. Then let me step into the cycles and continue Amphoreus's grand design. To deceive the gods, deceive the world itself. But to make time vanish from this world, that would mean you...
Wait, that's why Cyrene's in that little space bit that March was walking through, right? She separated herself so time vanishes.
All right, let's not make things so gloomy. What we're about to embark on is the true hero's journey.
I was worried because I felt like we've been playing through this for quite a while, so I was like, oh my god. This feels like we're coming to the end and I feel like I've not learned enough.
Come on, cheer up a bit, okay? In that memory, you will definitely meet me again. A little Cyrene who knew nothing, lying on a soft patch of grass, feeling the light breeze, dreaming of the distant world. Tell her about the flame chase journey, and then let her become a romantic part of this story. I believe every Cyrene will make the same choice. Erasing time again and again. Resetting time over and over. After all, they're all me. And I will always have my charm. Then I'll fall into a sweet dream, disappearing in some small corner of the world.
Oh my god, join the Discord, join the Discord.
Quietly, waiting for the day when that next page is turned.
Send it away.
And I will keep going. Even if the road ahead is dark, I will burn myself to light the way.
So essentially, we all thought that potentially Finon was this Lord Ravager and he was being kept in a prison world. But realistically, it's Finon and Cyrene that are actually keeping Iron Tomb or whatever it's called. Iron Tomb could be also Lygus. I think that Lygus is like a projection inside the simulation that's like Iron Tomb inserting himself into the narrative. So it's like they're actually keeping him behind. They're actually keeping him as the prisoner.
Rather than let the core flames become nourishment for the Black Tide, I'll become their vessel to prevent the arrival of Aranova. Even if I have to burn through my own body, it's no matter. As long as I don't extinguish, the flame chase will never end.
You can't interfere, but yeah, kind of maybe. I get what you mean actually. But the camera for what? Like, is filming it for what? Where's the show? Is the show being broadcasted? Don't get me back on the theory that this is a TV show that's broadcasted out to the entire universe. Grey's Anatomy, but Honkai Star Rail version, never ending, millions of seasons.
The girl who watches over time, and the warrior who carries the world. Now, let us fulfill the duties of time and world-bearing. Honor the past and forge ahead.
I promise you, the pain will pass in the blink of an eye.
You need to hold tight to this ceremonial blade. After I'm gone, it will take you back to the beginning of time. The start of a new story. I believe that in that story, or in countless stories, each alike yet unique, everyone, all the companions who sacrificed themselves, alongside the deliverer we once dreamed of as children, will reunite beneath a vast, endless sky.
If we can never break free from this prison, I will stand my ground. Until the day someone shatters this endless cycle and writes the final chapter of Amphoreus' fate.
Amphoreus was like a show to build off that. I believe that Lygos is the character of the simulation, is witnessing how the code works, studies it and improves it, and watches how things can change. Well, that makes sense because he does claim to be a follower of the erudition as well. In a way, he is kind of like Amphoreus' Herta, because Amphoreus is just his simulated universe, do you know what I mean? But it's like a planet instead. And he's observing it in the same way that Herta observes us within the simulated universe. Adding little tweaks to it in between. Exactly where are our curios? Well, we got given one from Screwlum, so we've got a little curio now. A little one. I don't know what the hell happened to that, because obviously I don't even understand what's fully happened so far. Clearly it's gone.
So
I don't know if this is in the past or the future. I think it's the
we will
past.
be the ones to start everything.
There we go. She answered my question. This is probably the first cycle, right?
Carry the primordial chaos, just as your name suggests, and bear this world we hold so dear.
I think Lygos's issue is, I feel like Lygos would get the outcome that he wants if he didn't turn up at the end of the cycle, and if he didn't run his mouth. He literally explains too much. He's like a Pokemon villain. He turns up and he explains, he tells them everything, and then ruins it.
So long, Caslana.
As the Thebros I have observed.
Oh, it shows you this guy.
Synthesis is formed.
Oh my god. What is happening?
Will be a romantic story like none that has come before.
I'm getting goosebumps.
So too. Right.
Wait, the time has turned gold, so does that mean like we're going into the first cycle? Which is bringing the change? Meaning the world can't end because it's endless. I feel like I do take in what they're saying, but sometimes I need to see a visual for me to understand it, because it's different when you're streaming at the same time. It's like you're because you're chatting between, you don't fully take it in straight away, like think about it.
The world is collapsing, and the people are crying.
1 second, let me just go and sort my dog out. I'm just gonna let him out dead quick. Just letting him out of my room. It won't be too long. I'll be like a minute. And I'll open Discord as well and view that, because I don't have Discord open, so I was waiting for a notification thinking I was open. But I'll be a minute or two. I'm back. I thought I was never going to get away. All I did was let my dog out of my room, and then sometimes I have to carry him downstairs because he had a treat that he'd hid, and he'd found it, and he likes to eat it downstairs, but then he won't walk downstairs because the other dogs are bigger than him, so I have to carry him. Because he thinks they're going to try and steal it. But I'm just opening Discord before we get back into it. Where is it? TikTok? TikTok. Let me just... Don't, because it's playing and I want to get it on. Stop playing, I want to get it up. But I already can tell it's going to make me laugh because I read the name, the word Aglaya. Let me just get out. I hate studio mode, it confuses me. Let me get the window open. Where is it? TikTok? No, it's not that one. That one. There we go. Right. Let's listen. Let me get that sound up. Let me get it. Why is it glitching?
But we ain't stressing anything. It's the purple everything. It's the purple
blowing up his phone, I know I'm tripping for no reason. He gon' call it crazy, but I say I call it fiending. He don't want no.
She's just bobbing. That's all she does. She's just bobbing. She's getting a fresh trim on her bob every single time. This is what she's doing when we're saying she's doing nothing. And that sound as well. I don't know what it is about that sound, but it always makes me laugh. Did the audio play for that as well? Just with a Karen cut. I need to put products in my hair. I can't let it look like this forever. Just looks like... It looks like a comb. A wide tooth comb. That's what my fringe looks like when I've got no products in it. But I'm sick of washing my hair every day.
We two must part ways here.
But just that little bob. I made a TikTok with a HSR TikTok with the same sound ages ago on a separate account because I was going to make a different account for Twitch, and it's similar vibes, but I did it based on Pedicone and not based on bobs because no one in Pedicone had a bob, unfortunately.
Ides Elysiae, the little village of my childhood. The gentle breeze and the sound of waves still linger.
Jouet. How do you say that name? Is it Jouet? Jouet? X's, man. This is so hard to say. This X, the letter X is so hard
Everything
to
is
say.
as it was.
Put it in. Put it in.
It feels good to take
Shui.
one last look.
You know,
Shui.
This is just a corner of the memory. The real Ides Elysiae.
I know. I'm here to say goodbye.
Castellana.
You can stay here forever. And time will stand still for you.
Let it flow. It's time for me to go.
Even if it's a path with no turning back.
When have we ever had the luxury of turning back?
Are you afraid? After learning the truth of your origins? Will you see the motivation I
I'm a little
gave you
confused.
as the manipulating whispers of destruction?
The convictions and choices that come from my heart. I don't believe they're designed by the so-called paths. If we are just numbers, simulating life, then you are the image I've always longed for. The person I wish to become. A real, living person.
Oh.
A true hero.
Why is he dressed in Aglaya's color?
Then why do we part here? You can take me with you, and we can start this journey together. I'll be by your side, guiding you, just like before.
Is this the role we was playing as the Trailblazer? That no one else could see? Did us, is it not?
No.
Is this
I'm
just
afraid
like all the past finons in one?
this time.
Like the essence is soul?
Why?
I need to just learn to click through it and just...
Because there is no perfect
let it
solution
tell me.
in this world. Cyrene has already embraced her fate. And I will embrace my origin. Destruction. And with this power, I will rebel against its creator, bringing endless fury to the darkness, sweeping the world.
Ah, okay.
If you stay by my side, I'll hesitate.
He's in a monologue.
But this world can't afford a soldier who wavers. Do you remember when we were kids? Everyone would get so excited drawing cards like ruler or warrior, but throw fits over devil or drunkard and demand a redo. Kids always get to change their minds. Things are so happy and simple for them. But when it comes to the fate of adults, there's no room for redos. And go, Kislana, as you promised. Deceive the world. Seize the core flames and rewrite your fate. Burn yourself up with all your might. Wield your futility like a sword. And fight against the gods. In the name of world-bearing, I promise you, Kefali will never forget this.
Oh. That was a very short clip. It's taking that long, I'm waiting for that white box in March 7's face to pop up saying an error has occurred.
So, time retreated behind me until it reached the origin, where nothing ever existed. Just as Professor Anaxa once said, in that void, Kefali stood at the center of chaos. Time, space, and causality all flowed from their body. When the waves of time finally calmed, it was the year 3870 of the light calendar.
Okay.
The Chrysos War had lasted for nearly a century, and the threat of the Black Tide was growing stronger and more relentless. That was the era of the Day Thunder Knight's battle with the sky. While she could not seize the core flame, she proved that the prophecy was true. That mortals could slay gods. From that moment, the sole survivor of the old dynasty, Imperator Cyrindra, issued a call to arms across the lands, summoning heroic Chrysos heirs to wage war on the Titans. And that was the first doomed flame chase journey, sealed away in history.
Interesting. Oh my god, it's High Stillins.
So what you're saying is, you've traveled back down the River of Time, finally reaching this untouched seabed just to tell us the flame chase journey and even all of Amphoreus are nothing but illusions in an eon's dreams?
I was expecting it to have a bit of a different kind of voice to that. A bit disappointed, a little bit. But still, maybe it'll grow on me. You just did how however many cycles went through and how many core flames. 400 plus million. Jesus. That is a lot of core flames they had to get. A lot of core flames.
Exactly. So,
a lot.
Dux Gladiorum, please take me to meet Her Majesty Saritra. I must share the truth with her.
Since Her Majesty's not here, no need for formalities. The word Gladiorum always reminds me of my fallen homeland buried deep in the depths. Call me High Sealands.
Oh, she's pretty though.
Nameless Swordmaster.
I don't like that though. That's. It makes me feel a little bit uncomfortable.
Please allow me to add one more thing. You actually already know my name.
You mean Finan? Such a name could never be your true one. But I won't question you further about it. Ever since Her Majesty issued the Flame Chase Decree, heroes from all over have sent their letters of introduction. What's the harm in adding one more name like Finan or Pinan?
Pinan. She's like, I'm pieing you off now. Oh my god, the bubbles. I feel like seeing a model in game does remind me a little bit of Sealer though, more than it does on the drip market in art.
Besides, the deep sea is dark. All right, nameless Swordmaster. Hold on to my wake. Let's find somewhere else to talk.
Aren't you even a little suspicious of what I've said?
Harboring suspicions is not my concern. My sword dances only when the Imperator harbors doubts. There's no use in speaking further. Show me your true intentions through action.
When finalizing the team, technique point limit increases, and using his technique defeats enemies within a certain range ahead. Okay.
Perhaps you should demonstrate your skills and calm the raging black tide for us.
Okay, OP. I have fixed this a million times. Convenient though.
Oh. Nice moves.
Addies. Right, I'm gonna get that video up from Discord. Not the Bob, another Bob. Blowing up my phone and tripping for no reason. Not the Kelly Rowland.
So this was my childhood dream, huh?
Oh, lover, don't you dare slow down. We can last more rounds. Push harder. You're almost there now.
To the end of all your wills. Matter the cost.
Right, game. Be quiet for a split second. Thank you. Let's watch this TikTok. Another Bob. And of course she's got a Kelly Rowland Bob, and then Kelly Rowland's playing in the background.
Black brothers. Empire.
And you know what? Jouet has one of the best bobs in Honkai Star Rail. I kept going to say in Amphoreus. And I was like, no, I'm not trying to say Amphoreus. And I just kept stopping in my tracks. You've sent a Twitter post. Ooh, oh, yeah. I was like, where is it? It just loaded now. It just loaded. Fine, I need to stop shouting down my ear. I know you can't hear it, but I can hear it, and it's just loud. Go lover, we can last more rounds. Push harder, I'm almost there now. I sang that very nasal. Very nasal. Does this clip go higher quality? Because that looks like a pixel. Just swear for you.
Does that hurt?
Oh my god, not her, she's literally sprinting. Kafka, run faster! Run faster!
Does that hurt?
What does the tweet say? Let me read the tweet. Can Fine undo this? I don't think so. No, he can't, because he can't chase them, because he just kills them instead. Kafka is able to play with the Trotters. Finon is able to kill the Trotters. Stack actually fighting, doing one of those like little things where you've got to chase the Trotters in that way, and nah, I would never choose it. She's doing an Olympic gold medal.
We just washed it away.
She's doing the
and here
absolute
it comes
most.
again.
The absolute most.
The Black Tide is really no joke.
You do that with Imbibita Lune. It just seems like a hard time. I just use thingy, what's she called? Casteris, and I just run round. I run round, gather as many as I can in that like purple shit that she has, and then just.
The one you seek is beyond this point.
At last, I can meet with Her Majesty Soridra herself. Are there any formalities I need to observe?
Don't kneel, don't do the hand-kissing or foot-kissing gestures of the old dynasty, and most of all, don't bow. The Imperator despises such rituals, especially when the heads of those taller than her bend beneath her crown.
Okay. She on the drink market in first, she really reminded me of Sabrina from Pokemon, and she does kind of give off that vibe still in game, just the way she is, like personality-wise.
She really is down to earth.
I mean, yeah, she's like 4 foot tall. She's
obviously
obviously.
come near her. Keep 5 paces distance until the Imperator allows otherwise.
She's the size of a child, which means that she's probably about 4 foot in height, which in turn means her head is closer to the ground than everyone else, so she's definitely down to earth.
Sounds like an old friend of mine.
She can't reach for the stars, what's the point? She's got no chance.
Well, experience is a good thing. Stay sharp.
Even though he was definitely saying it's sarcastic.
Just fine.
Let's ascend them. This is what I was talking about yesterday. Remember when I was saying like Palixia's in a wheelchair, and it's like she can't access anywhere in Amphoreus. She can get a lift from one part to the other part, but then she's got stairs there. If she manages to get out them stairs, is that a ramp? It looks like stairs, but then also no, it's a ramp there. She could get out that ramp. She gets up here, and then she's just like, oh, and that's when the tribbies have to come in. It was a funny reply thread, though.
Little hostage. Apologies for keeping you waiting.
You could kick Polixia down them stairs, to be honest. That girl's been through it. Have you seen all those bandages? I don't think you need to do that. Let the girl live. All she wanted was a life for her sister. She's a sweetheart.
It's you.
Putting her out of her misery. To be fair, it probably would have been an easier time if Polixia had to live through the flame chase, because at least she has the hand of life. She doesn't kill people by touch. Casteris, it was literally Casteris has had. She's just had a life lifetimes of loneliness. I feel sorry for the girl.
You know them? Good. That makes things easier.
Before that,
They just made Casteris
I'm more
suffer for no
curious
reason.
about one thing. Where is Her Majesty Saridra?
They're like, she's here, you just can't see her, she's very short, she's hiding behind Tribby.
Nameless swordmaster. Although we spoke and laughed along the way, I never said you were entitled to meet her.
She's like, even though we spoke and laughed and we're not friends. That was just me doing formalities. Not them all being kind of cool. Tribby could never come across as cool though. She's just like, little cutie. Little cutie. The reply, Fred. I read that completely wrong. Let me just get it up. Let me just get it up. I hate that. I just can't be bothered like cropping the window so it's just this, but bro, I could get a free 5-star with that. Right, what does it say? And it's so embarrassing because you're having to pay from church. To be fair, that isn't bad. £152.97 just from like rage baiting on Twitter. Maybe I need to. I know I don't support. I don't support what's he called, Elon Musk. But I'm like, I'm not skint. Maybe I should invest in Twitter Blue. I'd never do it, but they're making money like that. And then Dr. Bitchcraft Aspen comes in. Bro, I could get a free 5-star with that. Which is true. You ate with that. And it would be Yanqing. That would be devastating. I would honestly. People complain about Bailu. Yanqing being the 5-star. 10 times worse. 10 times worse. But I read that as Yang Yang, and I was like, wait. It could be Yang Yang. I was like, that's what my look would be. I would try and do like a pull, and I'd end up with Yang Yang at the end of it all. She'd somehow make it into my Honkai Star Rail game. Is Yanqing a bad character? I don't have him built. I used to use him back when I first started the game, but then I got past it. Got past him. Hi, want my feet pics for $20? Need skirk. I beg your pardon. Need skirk. I'm 20 pulls away. Please. Buy feet pics. Mr. Poke. Does he use Yanqing? I don't watch his videos because I can't understand the word he says. I don't know if that's like... I don't know if English is like his first language or not, because I don't know anything about him. So if it's not his first language, I feel kind of mean saying that I can't understand him, because obviously he's doing better than I am. He's bilingual. But he just speaks so... It's not even the fact he speaks fast, because I speak fast. But he doesn't enunciate at all. Yanqing tries to make him work in every way. I mean, that's kind of like me with... There's a character who do I always try and make work. Currently, on my European account, I keep trying to make March 7th work in everything. And I used to be like that with March 7th, the hunt. Until I couldn't beat Nikador, so I was like, nah. It's not my crowd either. Not my crowd. Get it away.
The Deliverer will not appear in this age. Be wary of suspicious individuals.
I hope your cast global passive bugs out and you 19 cycle the next MOC. That, not 19, that's like the worst you can get. I always, whenever I get to, if I was to finish it in 19, it's 10 times worse than finishing it at like 12, because I'm just like, I was so close. So close, but never wish a global passive bug on a Casteris user, because you're talking to one. I was gonna incite war against Finon mains, and I was like, I'm not doing it.
Come now, both of you.
I could
Let's
just
finish our job.
I feel like probably the clocks would the cogs were moving visibly. You could and you did, but it doesn't mean you shoulda. You shoulda, woulda, coulda.
I see. It's a trap. I had no intention of fighting. So remember this, Lady Hysealant. If my sword shows any hesitation, don't thank me. Thank them instead.
Oh?
No, you misunderstand.
Everyone always has to explain everything's fine on. Like, no, fine on, you're not getting what we're saying. It's not clicking. What's not clicking?
We don't want to see Chrysoceres hurt each other. Just give us some time to ask you a few questions.
Tribby seems different. I don't know if it's just because I've never seen her this close before, but she seems different.
Nestia's golden threads will judge you and decide your fate.
Menestia's golden threads.
As you wish.
Aggie's different. She's Aggia.
Swordmaster? If what you say is true, then you must know the fate of the world. So, how much do you know about what we read from the prophecy?
Speak of Tribby's prophecy.
You shall shatter into 1,000 fragments and wither in the soil of foreign lands.
Oh, is this a new prophecy?
Is that correct, Lady Tribby?
Or has it always been that for him? Oh no, that's Tribby's. I was confused then. Ignore me.
How is this possible?
Because we've done it before.
He got it right?
Yes, but the prophecy never mentioned he'd appear here. At least, not in this era.
You must listen to me, Aglaya, Tribby. The Finan of this world has not yet been born. In a distant future, he will follow the prophecy's guidance and appear before you. But do not seek him out. Because Era Nova is a complete and utter lie. I will tell you the truth. And you will understand why the world must forsake the prophecy and find another path to Era Nova. Because I know both of you. And I believe that no matter how the course of history may change, the faith we all share will always remain the same.
So this is like really early on in the cycle, a random cycle. And Aglaya, I thought Aglaya was supposed to be nicer like back in the past because she had like more humanity, because she was coming across a lot more. She had a lot more bite to her words.
And so, the layers of rock began to reverse, and history went itself in. My old acquaintance, I was given a chance to meet the leader of the Flame Chase journey,
Saridra, that's how you say it.
In arduous negotiation, we came to agreement.
Why did it have to be the way that I didn't think it was said? I kept saying either Saridra or Saridra. Wait, Saridra?
Alliance needed disruption, and I ready to pour all my strength into it. The soils of the flames, or flames, would be sealed by my hand. But the condition was in the coming battle, in our conquest of the Earth, I had to prove that my power could transcend fate. In the original history, there was a brutal war. At the end, the Titan Giorios Terravox killed rampaging Titan and took Thorflame that supported the Earth. But this time, Amphoreus counted a turning point in fate.
Okay. Whatever that means. Oh my god, one sec.
Neither side suffered any loss. When I severed the Titan's head and raised the core flame high, the crowd gathered around the scorched remains of the god, roaring with joy, cheering for the hero of the destruction, who had ignited the faint spark of life for the first time.
Oh.
Yes. In that flickering light, the once dark path ahead seemed to become clear. I proved myself. And in the long years that followed, I brought down the other Titans. One by one. I could do more than just wait. When time resets, the chance to change the world also emerges from the lines of history. Until finally, the brutal future revealed by Era Nova is reversed.
Is my audio supposed to be doing that? Or is that just my... One sec.
But tell me.
No, I can't hear it. There we go.
If that's truly the case,
half the audio work coming through my earphones. These earphones are shit. I don't know if it's the earphones or if it's the little thing that I have that goes into the phantom power that kind of converts it into a normal headphone. It makes it a big one, like a guitar one, I don't know.
The people kept their promise and handed you all the core flames. In this world after Trebios, no demigods were born in Amphoreus. At this point, I just want to know. When they vanished into the black tide with their mortal bodies, why didn't you shed even a single tear?
I mean, he's probably been through that much, having to bear everything on his own shoulders, that it's probably made him a little bit less emotional, probably like toughened him, made him like a little bit cold.
Your indifference chills me. To you, were they just a bunch of insignificant footnotes?
Father.
Sorrow has been my constant companion. In fact, with 12 core flames upon me, the fire in my heart has never been more violent. I'll remember this world through anger. As long as I burn, they'll never truly leave me. Perhaps it's already too late. But you're right. Anger, at this moment, is the only weapon I can rely on. So, draw your sword, Executioner. I'll make sure you realize that your greatest mistake was leaving me alive.
Which one died?
After that,
the new one.
He raised his sword and attacked. Then, Kaslana killed himself.
Jeez.
That day, who fell to the sword to be left in the past, and who went into the future, I can't remember anymore. I only remember a nymph, hiding in the shadows just out of sight, futilely pushing a stone ball. Climb, fall, climb, fall, climb again, and fall. The only freedom the nymph had was in choosing how to roll the stone. Sometimes fast, sometimes slow, sometimes resting on a gentler slope, leaning against the stone for a break. But its choice couldn't change the futility of it all. The stone would always roll back down the slope, and the nymph would always return to the starting point, beginning again. After that,
why is this kind of like
every time I reached
sad a
this
little?
point in the cycle, the burning sky would cast a shadow over its path. It would nearly reach the peak at the 4th quint of curtain fall hour, then fall to the starting point in the first 15 seconds of the next entry hour. And my efforts in this cycle would dissolve into nothing at the same time.
That's because he's not the one. He can't be the one. Eternal Recurrence number 1. Subject Castellana persuaded the 12 Chrysos heirs to recover all the 12 core flames in a peaceful way. After verification, the unauthorized access did not have a substantive impact on the experimental process. Life cycles of the 12 Chrysos heirs were terminated strictly in the predetermined experimental sequence and successfully loaded into the buffer. Subject Castellana regressed the extrapolation process and abnormal fluctuations were detected in his mind function. Admin notes, the first devastating failure. Is that what I just read? Yeah. I mean, if I knew we were coming up there, I would have read it like that. How many of these is there? Because I think I'm going to, if I can get out of a cutscene, after the cutscene I'm going to go. Because I'm hungry, I need something to eat, but I need to get into like Overworld so I can temporarily leave.
I thought
the thingy.
Cycles was the answer you were looking for.
No, it's just that the answer came so suddenly. There was no fun in tracing it back to its roots. Eons, paths. What a load of nonsense.
What a load of it.
I can't give you an exact explanation of those two concepts either.
Enough. I'm just expressing my frustration. Don't you understand? I was already expecting this. The black tide came from beyond the sky. And everything else is no exception.
It's like you couldn't be more wrong because there isn't a beyond the sky, mate.
Fate is a strange thing. No matter how the details of history change, the Anaxa I know always remains as harsh as ever.
If the other Anaxagoras actually worshipped the gods, I'd make sure to find a way to break the cycles and crush them in their cradles. Too bad. Now only you have the ability to do that.
What's that supposed to mean? You're willing to help?
Of course. The core flames were meant to save the world. And in my opinion, the noble titans have no reason to refuse.
Because the cycle reset back to 0, is he technically replaying through the cycles that have already happened, but just making sure they end in a different way? So he's got to go through that exact, like, 33,550,336 cycles all over again, just for it to be over.
Besides, according to you, before stepping into these endless cycles, you were my pupil.
Because then the Trailblazer might end up in that one. I don't know.
I've already heard the same thing countless times.
Enough chit-chat. Let's go. If we run into any other scholars, leave them to me. We've all made preparations for total annihilation.
Right, stop. If I quit completely, will it restart this cutscene? Just because I feel like I'd rather watch the cutscene again. Just in case, I'm pausing and saving, just in case.
This place is rich with the sweet scent of flowers. Can we
Amphoreus.
stay here for a while longer?
You can smell the flowers, but there's nothing. And then the stream died. Just power cut out of nowhere. So yes, after all that, after everything just going wrong throughout the stream, meaning I had to do 3 different streams, it finally just cut off for good. But I've tweaked my settings and hopefully tomorrow everything works a little bit better.